Hi, good morning to our wonderful viewers out there. It's another beautiful day today, and I'm glad that I am coming back on your screen for you to see me and for us to talk to one another. Today, the topic I'm going to be discussing with you is all about how can you say no to your children as a mother. Saying no to kids sometimes might not be what you want to do. I kind of find it somehow these days because parents find it so hard to say no. And even after saying no to these children, many parents still go ahead and feel guilty afterwards. But saying no to your children frequently may be the opposite of what parenting should look like for you. But according to Georgia Manning, a counselor and psychotherapist. A counselor and a psychotherapist, and also the director of well-being for kids. Saying no to your kids is one of the best things you could do for them as a parent. That is what George Amani says. So then, why do many parents feel guilty each time they say no to their kids? Once again, I welcome you to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, please kindly go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Like, leave a comment, and then do not forget to subscribe to this channel. After you subscribe, please turn on the notification bell. Many parents today have shied away from saying no to their children, and it often leaves me wondering, why is it that many of these parents are not raised this way? Our mothers find it easy to say no to us without mincing words together. But these days, we have a lot of parents negotiating their way out with their children. Instead of saying no to them, they go ahead and start missing words and start putting some conditional statements for the children for one reason or the other. Now, let's dive right into 5 reasons why you should say no to your children. When you say no to your children, kids need to hear the word no, because growing up in life, when they finally grow up in life, they would be faced with many situations and many instances whereby they would have to say no. Then what becomes of these children when they are not used to hearing the word no from you as a parent? They see it as absurd. They feel they can get away with anything, and things should always be according to what they've always wanted. Another reason why you should say no to your children is kids need to learn to wait. Waiting does not mean that they are never going to have it. And sometimes they need to wait for what is to come and which is the best. But when you are not used to saying no to them presently, they would not understand these reasons that they are to wait, especially when it comes to expecting something out of putting one or two together out of their effort in life. They would not be enjoying a delayed gratification. They want immediate success for every of their little efforts because they are not used to hearing the word no. So things have to be in their own way, at their own pace, and has to be instantly. So do not set your kids for unrealistic expectations. Let them hear the word no. Let them know delayed gratification is part of life. Let them know delayed gratification does not mean they are not going to have it. So learn to say no to them. If you give your children everything they want exactly whenever they want it, we risk raising entitled children. Children who believe they should have it, it must be in their own way at their own time. Rather, if you do this, rather than supporting their development into ambitious and driven adults, you need to support them. Things doesn't have to be in their own way. I am a mom of multiples. I am often faced with the situation whereby if twin A gets something, twin B automatically feels they are entitled to what twin A gets, especially in terms of their feeding. Let me use that as an example. For example, twin A might have ate, say, lunch while twin B was sleeping. And when twin B wakes up, I decided to give twin B lunch. Twin A sometimes feel I should also give them lunch again. But remember, twin A already had lunch while twin B was sleeping. So in that instance, I let twin B understand that no, you cannot have lunch because you already have lunch while your brother, twin B, was sleeping. It's so easy for me as a mother to say, oh, definitely come and have that lunch. What I'm trying to do is that sometimes in the long run, I might even end up overfeeding both of them because of no, because I could not muster up that courage as a mother and decide to say no to them. Saying no to your kids also help them to understand that there are certain boundaries, and boundaries make kids feel secure. If kids know where they stand or what response they are going to get from you, it can make them anxious and they can lose trust in you and your authority. So remember, kids always push for boundaries. They are pushing for those no's, and it's our jobs to give it to them. Not when your kid is pushing for a no from you, and as a mother, you are replying with a yes. These no's can be comforting for them because they know that there are limits and they feel cared for and safe. Imagine if your kid is going towards something that would hurt them. Would you rather say yes just because you don't want your kids to hear the word no from you? Definitely, I'm sure the answer you're going to give your kid is going to be a capital no. So, each time you are faced with hard decisions or a situation whereby you find it so hard for you to say no, think about this because you should realize that you are protecting them now from something that could harm them in the future. Kids needs to also understand you are in charge. Negotiating or pleading with your kids is not the right way to parent. Some parents are so used to, oh, certain giving kids certain conditions. Why don't you do this, then I will do this for you. Why don't you do that, then I will do this for you. When you do this often, you are setting them up for reasons and you are making them to understand that they can actually buy their way up out there in the future. They have started understanding that there are ways to negotiate. So you as a parent, you need to not negotiate with them whenever the reason arises and be firm with your decision, especially when it comes to saying no to them. So whenever you are faced with a situation that might want you to start negotiating with your children, replace such negotiating words with no. Being assertive makes them realize your position as a mother, and this will make them feel safe. As a mother, you are a parent, you are a mother to them and not their friend. So you should not worry whether your kids are going to love you or hate you. They realize this that you are the mother. They know this, and you should also know this that you are their mother. So worry less about whether they would love you as a friend. No, you are their mother. Sometimes there's this thing going on with kids. Whenever they don't have their way with their friends, they will say, oh, I will not play with you again. So quit seeing yourself in this similar position. Oh, maybe my kid will not play with me. Maybe my kid will love their dad more when I say no to them. Or maybe they would resort to not telling me things. No. Realize this that you are a mother to them. You are a parent. You are not their friend. There's a position of a friend and there's a position of a mother. So saying no to them is not a reason whereby you start feeling, oh, my kid will not see me as a friend. So above all this, you are the one in the situation. I don't know the situation where you are facing. I've used an example of myself as a mother of multiples. It's so hard for me because I'm faced with two kids who are of the same age group, who most times want the same thing at the same time. And I have realized how to say no. At first, it wasn't easy for me. Most times I feel so guilty before I could muster up courage and like, no, this wouldn't be how it should go on. This could not continue like this. This is not going to continue this way. I want to raise up children who are going to be in the future great people, who are also going to be in the future a parent one day. So if I am not in a position, if I am not putting myself in a position whereby I would be able to do all of this, how would they learn from me? What are they going to learn from me also that would help them to make certain decisions tomorrow as a parent? Once again, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave a comment, turn on the notification icon so that you would be able to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. So as a parent this morning, I'm encouraging you to not shy away from saying no to your parents. Don't feel discouraged or don't feel bad about yourself each time you have to say no to. So this morning, as a parent, as a mother myself, I'm encouraging you all out there, either as a mom or a father, that you should not shy away from saying no to your children. Do not feel bad about yourself each time you have to say no to them. Remember that you are setting them up for success in the future whenever you are so determined to remain firm in your decision of saying no to your children. And then you are raising our future leaders. So you have to be firm in your decision. You have to know when to say no to these children. They may not realize it now. They may not want to hear it now, but trust me, they would appreciate this in the nearest future. I'm sure many of us right now, there are certain things that we might not like in our parents while they were raising us. There might be certain things we hate whenever we hear them from our parents. There might be certain things or ways our parents might have raised up that we do not really like while we were growing up. But trust me, a lot of them right now that we are parents ourselves, we are getting to appreciate this in them. So also our children, one day they are going to understand this. So until next time I come your way, take good care of yourself. Remain blessed. God bless you, your home, and your children. In Jesus' name. Bye.